started. I just want to say welcome here to everybody who's on. Just give us 1 minute and we're going to get Dr. Suzanne on. Okay, there we are. Perfect. Just give us a minute. There she is. So we'll just get Dr. Suzanne on. Let me switch around here. Okay, there you are. Well, great.
Hi.
Hi, sorry about that. I need to make, okay, we are recording. So I just want to say welcome everybody. And I'm super excited tonight to have a special guest on with me. I have Dr. Suzanne DaSilva, and she is a doctor. She specializes and really is passionate about women's health and hormones. She has recorded a number of videos for us and really helped us through a lot of issues that we've had with people working the product in, whether it's bloating, why haven't I lost weight like everybody else has in my first 30 days. So I'm really excited to have her on just to be able to give you a little bit more information about this amazing program, NeoraFit. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Suzanne, thank you so much for joining me tonight. And do you want to share with everybody kind of how you got started with NeoraFit and how you were able to, you started with a friend first,
right,
who had struggles. So do you want to go ahead and share that with everybody?
Sure. So I when the product was launched to brand partners in January, I will be totally honest, I was kind of at a really low point. I think like everybody else over the last year, stress had finally taken its toll. I had 3 kids being homeschooled. I was trying to work. My husband was working crazy hours, and life was just kind of at that tipping point. And I feel like, through just kind of like everybody else, every day was a weekend. So I was drinking more wine and eating foods to kind of make me feel better. And I'm not typically like that, but I think, again, we were all like that, right? So January came out, and I had already decided that I really needed to get my diet on track. I really needed to start focusing on myself and getting myself back to where I was. So I had a friend who kept saying, I want to try this. I want to try this. And she's a breast cancer survivor, and she's been one of my best friends for 14 years. And I've worked with her years and years and years on her weight and workouts and nutrition and things. And so when she said she wanted to try it, number one, I am very passionate about breast cancer. Had a cousin who passed away at 36, who was only 6 months older than me from breast cancer. And then my best friend was diagnosed at 41. I said, well, hold on, I got to look up all the ingredients first. And so I really researched all the ingredients, and I said, go for it. I can't find any reason why you can't use it. And I can tell you, she texts me on the regular now. She's 97 days in, I think. She just texted me on Saturday and said she put on pants to go work out, and she was shocked that they were mediums. She's always been a medium large, and she was just blown away. So anyway, she kept, after about 3 weeks, she was like, you've got to use this. You have to use it. And I said, okay, fine. And so March 4th, I started using it, and I can't stop talking about it at this point. So that was kind of my intro to it.
Okay. And let me just share, let me see if I can get this worked out to where I can show everybody your own personal before and after pictures, because a lot of people think, okay, well, you're thin, you work out all the time. What can you do to better yourself? And this is Suzanne's very own before and after pictures.
I think that was 30 days.
It's
no, that was not 60. I've not gotten to 60 yet, but I can tell you my 6th week was absolutely incredible. I just posted 2017. I thought I was in the best shape I've ever been in my life, and it's blowing that away. So it's pretty incredible.
I love it. I love it. Okay. And then I'm going to show, can you see this picture, Suzanne?
I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So this is somebody, and this is why, and we're going to speed ahead a little bit, but we want to talk about fat browning.
Okay.
This is why, if you are thinking about using this system it is so incredibly important to take before pictures. And I always say, at least do a waist measurement. You don't have to do every body part, but you want some basis, because this particular person only lost 2
Oh,
pounds.
wait, I see mine, Mary. I
Oh,
don't
you
see.
still see yours. Okay, so let me do stop share. Let me do stop so I can show you this picture. Yeah, this particular person lost only 2 pounds, but has lost almost
There you go.
14 inches. So can you explain fat browning and how that works for everybody?
Sure. So basically, when we are born, we're born with brown fat. And brown fat basically is very primitive. It's to keep us warm when we're born. And what that the reason for that is it creates energy. And so we think when we're born into a very cold environment, we need to maintain our body heat. So we're born with all of this brown fat. And as we age and as we start to eat, we create more white fat. And white fat is the fluffy fat that we see and we pinch and we want to get rid of. And the difference with this versus anything else. So if you've ever been on a diet and you've gotten smaller, the only thing you've done is actually shrink the fat cells that you have. So fat cells can increase and they can decrease, but you can't get rid of them. So what brown fat, what this system does is it takes that white fat and it converts it into brown fat. And the reason brown fat is so fantastic is it's smaller, it's denser, and that's why people are changing shape, but they're not changing weight, because fat is fat. Whether it's white or it's brown, it's still fat, but you're converting it into something that makes your shape completely different, and it's smaller, so your inches are going to shrink. And the other great thing about brown fat is brown fat, even the small amount that we have right now, burns calories. So as you add more brown fat, you're burning more calories without doing anything. So I always tell people, you might change shape dramatically and you're going to lose inches, but your weight hasn't changed. As you start to get to the point where, you've got a lot of brown fat, you're going to burn way more calories. So you may start to actually see a decrease in weight, but weight is awful. Just stay off the scale because this stuff is amazing.
Yeah. Because Suzanne and I were texting back and forth, and she actually weighs 10 pounds more than me. And I'm like, that is so ridiculous, because she has the body
Yeah.
that I would die for. So
I'm a dense person. Yeah, weight is a liar. Stay
you're
off of
a
it.
dense person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I said the scale is evil. It is
It
so
is.
evil. And if
Yeah.
you've been like me, I have been a slave to the scale my entire life. I would be in a good mood. If I weighed so much, I would be in a bad mood. I love my body now as is.
Yeah.
I can almost tear up, because even though I'm thin, and I think a lot of people can relate to this, well, no matter what weight you are, it's like you always feel like you need to be more, you need to be better. And I am loving how I
Well,
look.
and I feel like a lot of times we have this image of what we think we should weigh, and it's like something we weighed in high school or, in college or whatever. And we have no foundation for why we think we should weigh that much. And you can be in the best mood and feel amazing and feel gorgeous in what you're wearing, and you step on the scale and you don't see what you thought, and you can turn around and suddenly see all of the flaws that you didn't see 2 seconds ago. So just don't get on the scale. It is not important. I was told one time that I was on borderline overweight.
Oh,
Whatever,
yeah.
because it's a number, and it's a false number. So stay off the scale.
Right. Yes, exactly. And I want to show some people too, because I mean, we showed a couple of really thin pictures. I'm going to show Dr. Yulia's pictures, and she might be on tonight.
Yeah.
She's an OBGYN and she's so phenomenal. I've gotten to know her just through training and various things. But let me just share with you her pictures, because it's not just for very thin people, it's for everybody. And
Right.
Yulia had twins, and this is so bad. And I said this to her, and she was laughing over it. I'm like, I literally thought you had your twins like 4 months ago. And she said, no, my twins are 8 years old. And look at how much her body has changed. She's so ecstatic over this. And she's she sold personally, I think she sold like $10,000 to $15,000 of these products because of what they are doing. And she's got her own great stories, but that's just an example too, with somebody who has a different body shape. Okay. So tell everybody, Suzanne, why you feel like, and I'm going to grab my 3 packets, which are right over here. So why is this system so unique versus anything else that's on the market?
Okay, so I thought it would be interesting to kind of go through the ingredients quickly and just give you some of the interesting things that are in there. I've done a couple posts on, all the things that you would have to take in order to get those 3 packets worth of stuff. I did kind of an in-depth video on all the ingredients, so I posted that. But so I'll start with the Slim and Skin, and we'll just kind of buzz right through the 3 of them.
Your morning one.
So this is your morning. You can put it in coffee, you can put it in tea, you can put it in a smoothie, oatmeal, whatever. And it's mainly marine collagen. Marine collagen that is actually, I kind of think this is really cool. All of these products are non-GMO. They are gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. They have no artificial flavors, no artificial colors. So I think that makes it different in itself. They are clean, and then they actually perform really well. So, but okay, so going back, the marine collagen is actually from fish scales. And so it is sourced from basically something that would have been garbage. And so I love that because you're using something that they would otherwise throw away. So they are sustainably sourced. What collagen does is it's amazing for your skin, your nails, and your hair. It also increases lean muscle mass. And one of the things that we're going to talk about a little bit, I think, is menopause. And so as we age, after you get to the age of 30, you actually lose between 3 and 8% of your lean muscle mass each decade. And it increases dramatically after the age of 60. So being able to increase your lean muscle mass muscle burns fat. So you're going to increase your metabolism by increasing your protein intake, and marine collagen is a protein. It will help with your skin elasticity too, which I think is very cool because we lose weight and then we get that flabby skin that we hate. And so this actually increases the elasticity of your skin. So you're less likely to get that flabby skin when you start to lose weight. That is super cool and way different than any other fat loss program you could be on. It also contains hyaluronic acid, which is fantastic for moisture in your skin. So people are noticing that, yeah, you're losing weight. That's great. But everybody's like, oh, I'm so dewy and I'm so glowy. And like, what fat product or, weight loss product are you getting that you're like, wow, my skin looks amazing. It also contains MCT powder. MCT boosts metabolism. It increases energy. It increases fat burning. It provides brain fuel, and also reduces cravings. Another thing that is in it that I found fascinating is something called taurine. Taurine actually aids in weight loss by causing your body to use its own fat as fuel. And it also helps to regulate fat and sugar metabolism, and will help with appetite control. So that's another big thing a lot of people talk about is they're just not hungry all the time, which sure makes dieting easy when you're not starving.
It took me
like
12 days in. I said it took me like 12 days in, and then my appetite was gone.
Yeah. And it's not like you're never hungry. You're hungry, but with like not ravaging and, normal eating. And the 2 other things that are in it that kind of help with slimming are green coffee bean extract. This is not a high caffeine. I think there's 0.5 milligrams of caffeine in the green coffee bean, and a regular cup of coffee is 95 milligrams. So don't think that there's a lot of caffeine in it. But that helps to aid in weight loss. And then something called pu'er tea, which I had to look up. It's actually a fermented tea from China, and it promotes weight loss by causing your body to burn its stored body fat. So that's your Slim and Skin. That's the morning, doing amazing things for your hair, skin, and nails. And then it's really ramping up your body's metabolism and getting into fat burning mode right from the get-go. So I did write down notes because Mary told me I was on a time limit and I'll talk for hours.
We're already going to go over. I can already tell. And this is being recorded. So, hey,
Okay. Yeah.
Listen.
So I'm probably talking too fast and I apologize, but I got a lot of stuff to get in.
I know.
All right. So then on to the afternoon. This is the block and balance. You pour it right onto your tongue. Tastes like a pixie stick. It's delicious. Actually, I sometimes will get a craving in the afternoon and it's fantastic. I think it helps with that because it's sweet. Okay. So your block and balance is primarily a prebiotic and a probiotic. It does contain vitamin D, vitamin C, and vitamin B, which again, when we age, and we're going to talk about, talking in terms of menopause, perimenopause, your hormones declining. One of the things that I really focus on any woman that's going through perimenopause, menopause is your adrenal glands. Those are your stress, like your glands that produce stress hormone. As we age, we are asking our adrenals to do so much more work because our ovaries are shutting down. We burn through massive amounts of B vitamins through when our adrenals are overworking. So this is going to help to nourish your adrenals and really supplement them and aid them. So that's another reason why this is great for people that are going through perimenopause and menopause. So this part of the product, the block and balance, will help your body process dietary fats. So somebody had asked at one point, does it block the fat like the, I can't even remember what that.
It used to. Olein.
Yeah, the old thing, right? No, none of this stuff is weird. It actually is just helping your body know how to do fat, how to process the fat properly. And so there's nothing blocking anything, even though it's called block and balance. It's not blocking fat absorption. We need fat. Hormones need fat. So please don't stop eating fat, but this is not blocking your fat. It's just making your body use it correctly. It also will help reduce bloating because of the probiotic. It will help curb cravings, and probiotics are amazing for your immune support. And we all know right now we could all use a little immune support. So the other thing that's in it, a prebiotic, and the prebiotic is food for good bacteria. So oftentimes you'll take a probiotic, which is fantastic, but your body needs to, those good bugs that you're putting in there, they need food. And oftentimes we don't give it that. So you're actually not going to make as many good bugs proliferate. They won't reproduce. So this is putting that really good food in there for them to digest, to eat, and to survive and thrive. There's two probiotics, and the one that I think is very cool, and I think it's the only, I think they said this is the first time it's been introduced in the United States, is Lactobacillus plantarum. I found a couple of studies that have studied in mice and found that it will lower body weight. It will lower fat mass. It will lower fasting blood glucose. So again, as we age, most of the time I will see a lot of women that they're borderline diabetic or, have that blood sugar regulation issue. So it's definitely a concern as we age. It helps to bring that fasting blood glucose down. It helps with serum insulin. Insulin is the hormone that's released when we have too much blood sugar. So, and insulin really kind of pushes the fat to store. So having our insulin come down will automatically help with lowering our body fat. And it's been shown to lower inflammatory markers, and systemic inflammation is another thing that as we age, that's why you get the achy joints. That's why we kind of feel bloaty and puffy as we age. That's systemic inflammation. So doing a whole lot more than just being a probiotic. But one of the things that in general, gut bacteria has been studied a lot to show that having good gut bacteria composition will actually decrease obesity and decrease insulin resistance and decrease inflammation and fat storage. So you're getting, again, incredible stuff happening. Great, it's a probiotic, prebiotic, but way more than that.
I'm going to be thinking so much tomorrow when I take these products. I'm going to be like,
right, like you're just
goodness,
all the goodness,
doing all of that,
and you're just dumping it on your tongue. It's that simple. And I will tell you, like, I was going to take a picture the other day. I probably have like 5, 6 of these empty packets in my car because if you follow me on Facebook, all I do is drive children everywhere. And I was like going to take a picture and be like, thank goodness these are portable, because they're like littering my car right now. I just like dump and go, dump and go.
The worst part is the little top, like you rip it off and then the little top flies everywhere. And it's, oh my gosh, I know.
Yeah. But it's fantastic because it is totally portable. I am telling you, if you're a super busy person, you can do this. I actually look forward to I get up in the morning, I'm like, yes, time for my collagen coffee. Like I look forward to it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And the last one is the one you'll take at night. It is your cleansing calm. And one of their proprietary, their really big ingredient that they use that nobody else has used, is called Happy Banana. And it's really not banana. It's actually a combination of it's like a cross between a banana and a plantain, but it helps manage toxicity levels by stimulating functions of your liver and your kidneys. And your liver and your kidneys are huge detoxifying organs. So the one thing I really love about this, when people hear a cleanse, they think you're going to be in the bathroom all the time. And I know some people are going to say, I am. They are. I'm not. They are. But I've seen people complain, like they're like, I go to the bathroom all the time. Okay, number one, that's not a bad thing. Really, you should be going to the bathroom 1 to 3 times a day. And if you're not, that's not okay. So if you're going to the bathroom 1 to 3 times a day, that is very normal. But it's detoxifying through your liver. It's supporting your natural detoxification pathways. It's not just trying to make you go to the bathroom. That's not the cleansing part. The cleanse is really these things that are in this portion are so nutritious. They are so good for your liver, for your kidney, for your digestive system. So it's not just flush everything out, get it out. It's let's support those detoxification pathways so your body does what it's supposed to do. So the Happy Banana is also the one that they say really calms your system, and they found that it gives your nervous system kind of a calming. The other things in there, aloe vera, which is incredibly good for soothing your digestive system. There's also mint, fennel, and artichoke, which improve liver health, and they further aid in digestion. There's barley juice, which is rich in nutrients. It may also promote weight loss. It also supports blood sugar. Again, something that we know as we age becomes more of an issue. And it's rich in antioxidants, and antioxidants are known to help with aging process. One thing that I had to look up was called moringa. I had no idea what it was, but it prevents inflammation. It protects our liver. It's rich in vitamins, nutrients, and antioxidants. And then the last thing I will discuss in Cleanse and Calm is probably my favorite ingredient, and it is the good old broccoli sprout.
I remember. I do.
It's my favorite. Most people are like, what in the world? Okay, so let me tell you what is so amazing about broccoli sprouts. Broccoli sprouts contain something called sulforaphane, and sulforaphane is a compound that actually supports the liver. And women have three ways of breaking down estrogen. Estrogen can be good. It's very good, but it also can go bad. And we all know what happens when estrogen goes rogue, and that causes your estrogen dominant cancers, receptive cancers. What broccoli sprouts are actually really heavily being studied for right now. They're being shown to actually take any estrogen and make sure that when it goes into the liver, it's broken down into one of the non-cancer causing pathways. So like I've been saying it forever. When I saw it in there, I was like, oh, broccoli sprout. I got all excited. Like,
only you. Only you would get excited. When you said, Jill, we can't eat enough broccoli sprouts to actually, right?
You can eat enough broccoli sprouts, but you can't eat enough broccoli. Broccoli sprouts are very strong, though. They're a very strong taste to them. So that having it in a powder form and that it actually tastes good is incredible. But they actually, there are some medical studies that are looking at them that they've found that broccoli sprouts will shrink estrogenic breast cancer. So
yeah.
So just that in itself, I'll tell everyone to take it.
I know. So we should just raise the price right now. The price went from 130 to 450. I'm just kidding.
Right.
With all those ingredients, my head's spinning.
I know.
No, I take it. I love it. It allows my waist to shrink.
Mm.
You know, I lost 3 inches on my waist, which I love. I'm not as hungry. I still get to eat some things that I love. So all these little three magical packets.
Yes. Yeah.
I know. I love it. So, um, and let me just stop right now because I want to just tell people too, if you're watching here and you're a guest, it truly is though something that Neora sold over $7 million last month in NeoraFit. We're talking 2 to 3 months in the market. We've already sold out. Okay. So if you are wanting to try it, which I don't know why you wouldn't, because all of our products have a 30-day unconditional money back guarantee, but you don't want to just try it either for 30 days. It took you your entire life to get like this. And at least it took us 14 months because of COVID. So give it a 2 to 3 month trial, please. But it's $130 and we have a great special this month. So just in case you're interested, I wanted just break in right now, just to let everybody know how much it is. And if you love it too, we also have a great program where you can earn it for free, which is what a lot of people do because they don't want to go off of it. They want to stay on it for life because of all the wellness benefits that Suzanne just explained to you. So if that is you, you just need to share it with 3 friends and then you can earn yours for free as well. Like I've earned my products for free for 10 years. So, okay. So now, Suzanne, so let's talk about women that might be a little older that have a little bit of a harder time losing weight. It might not happen in 30 days, correct?
Right.
It might take longer. So, and how does this product work when you are perimenopausal or menopausal, or can you explain just real briefly about that for older women who are having hormone problems?
Sure. So, like I said, when you're aging, one of the first things that happens is as a defense mechanism, because we stop having estrogen, right? Your ovaries start shutting down, not having babies anymore. You stop making progesterone, and then we start to decline in estrogen. And our body wants estrogen because we're females. And so, what it does in order to make up for the fact that we're not making as much estrogen is it will lay down body fat. And this is like the most unfair thing. I feel like women get the shaft and everything, but its way of making more estrogen for us is to lay down belly fat. For whatever reason, belly fat actually makes a small amount of estrogen. And so that's why when you start going into menopause, you start seeing that waist increase. Your body is desperately trying to hold on to any estrogen that it can. Not a lovely side effect, but it is a defense mechanism. And so, but as we age, our metabolism slows down. Like I said, we start to see a decline in lean muscle mass. We also are, like I said, our stress levels, our adrenals are being asked to do so much that we start pumping out too much cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which increases insulin. That is your blood sugar level. And that all continues to contribute to belly fat. And I think that's mostly what I see in women as they age. It's their belly fat. How do I get rid of belly fat? And so one of the things that this does, because it's not getting rid of your fat, right? It's not removing it, it's just changing it. And so what you see, even though you still have that fat, it's getting smaller, right? So that's why we're seeing menopause, perimenopausal women's waist shrink. It's very hard to do on your own. It's very hard to do with diet and exercise. You definitely need to work with people who really would know what to do to regulate all your blood sugar and to get your cortisol levels down and make sure you're doing the right kind of exercise. And this just helps to really do that without all of those other things. But like I said, it does do a lot of amazing things to your body. I know my mom is on it. She's at her lowest weight, and my mom's tiny, guys. She's super tiny. But she doesn't like that belly fat, and it is decreasing. She said she has less hot flashes. I had her on stuff for hot flashes for years now. She actually stopped taking all the things I had recommended. She said, and her hot flashes are less with this. It is just so incredibly nourishing for so many parts of your body that you're going to see more benefits than just your waist shrinking. And I think that's what's so huge. She said she's sleeping. She actually monitored her on her watch, and the 17 days before she started taking it and the 17 days after, her sleep was significantly better on it than it was off. And if you're in menopause, I bet you agree that it is very difficult to sleep through hot flashes, and just in general, sleep becomes a big issue as we get older. So her sleep was, I love using her as a guinea pig. She'll admit that she's my guinea pig. I wanted to see what it would do in a menopausal woman, and I can say it has helped significantly.
I know, and it's totally helped my hot flashes as well.
Yeah, and it does take longer. I do want to say, because there have been people that are like frustrated because they're coming. If you have if you have thyroid conditions, if you're on medications that promote weight gain, if you're menopausal, if your hormones are real, if you're under a ton of stress, those things are going to make this process a little more difficult. But I will tell you, like I said, my friend who had breast cancer, she is on tamoxifen. Tamoxifen is notorious for weight gain. She is seeing more results. Now it took her 97, she's on 97 days, but she saw results. But I'm telling you, she said 97 days, it was like, holy cow, I can't believe it. I'm seeing all these changes. It's going to take a little longer. And when you're kind of fighting, and I kind of told her, you're fighting obstacles that the rest of us aren't fighting. So one, give yourself a little grace, right? I didn't go through the battles that she went through. My body didn't have to deal with the stuff that she went through. If you're on certain things, those are obstacles. Doesn't mean you can't overcome them, and this will definitely push you in the right direction. But don't do the comparison game, because I've been working out for 30 years and I would say that I'm in pretty good shape. I got a little stress and had some stress fat. So if I changed my, I may have seen results, but I didn't have the obstacles that other people might have. I do not have a thyroid though. Someone did ask me today about thyroid. I do not have a thyroid. I had it taken out. This will still help, okay? But if your thyroid's not managed well, again, you're fighting an uphill battle. So you're going to have to weather the storm. You're going to have to go a little longer. Those kind of things. I don't think it's not a magic. It is magic.
Right.
It's magic. It really is magic. But I fear that sometimes people get on and they think, well, if it didn't happen in 30 days, it's not going to happen. And there are numerous people that are saying day 90, it was like, right. But you didn't, like you said, you didn't get there overnight. And if you do have those things that you're fighting, those obstacles, give yourself some grace, know that it's working, and just stay the course.
And I love that your friend Jen actually signed up to, she doesn't want to sell it.
She's not selling. No,
she's not selling, and she's already gotten her product for free, free customers, but she doesn't want to sell it. And we're like,
she's not selling.
We don't want you to sell it. We want you to share it. We just,
I feel bad. I keep telling people, I'm like, I know I'm being annoying, but I'm going to tell you again how great this stuff is.
No, I know for sure. Exactly. So, okay. So this month, hold on. So the special is you buy NeoraFit, you buy a 30-day supply, the 3 boxes, and you get our new improved appetite suppressant energy chews for $25.
And I was actually going to bring that up too, because when I talked about the adrenals, so as we age, stress hormone becomes a huge thing. And the ingredients, so we did do a video, or I did a video on the chews. I'll just real quickly go through there's some incredible ingredients in there, and they're so supportive of your adrenals and bringing those cortisols, those stress hormone levels back down. There's methyl B12, which if you are, again, if you're stressed or if your adrenals are going haywire, we chew through massive amounts of B vitamins when we're stressed out. So this will help nourish those adrenals and probably bring some of those cortisol levels down. It also contains ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is my absolute favorite adaptogen. And an adaptogen just means that whatever your body needs it to do, it'll do. So if you have really high cortisol, high stress level, if you are low cortisol, meaning you've been stressed out for a super long time and you're one of those people that literally drag yourself out of bed, you probably have low cortisol. It will do whatever your body needs it to do. It is that smart. It also contains gotu kola, which actually studies have proven it promotes healthy energy levels, stamina, and also supports your adrenals. And then also reishi mushroom, which is phenomenal for your immune system. And also they've shown that it also decreases fatigue and promotes more energy. So in conjunction with that, I think it is an amazing add-on to the system. It also promotes fat, it kind of goes along with the fat browning, but I kind of looked at it as like, there's a lot of people who are really stressed out. This is an incredible addition.
Love them. I love the taste. I take them late afternoon. So it is really, so now too, if you want to be able to try to earn your products for free, we have a Results with Perks program where you can upgrade for free. So we are waiving the upgrade fee in the month of April. So we only have 5 more days left of this. And then for $199, you get the 30 days of NeoraFit. You get our new and improved energy chews. You get a bottle of our firming cream, which is like, that is truly a magic lotion. I love it. And then we are giving you an extra bottle of firming cream just in the month of April. So you get 2 firming creams. You get the 30-day supply of NeoraFit. I feel like I'm doing an infomercial. And the bag of energy chews. So it's like, it's probably normally almost $350 to $400 worth of stuff for $199. Results with Perks, then you have the opportunity to pay the lowest price in your products moving forward or be able to earn them for free. So it's really a win-win. You don't have to sell. If you just want to get the discounts, that's great, but we're hoping you will love the product so much that you would share with 3 friends so you can earn your products for free. So we do have one quick question about IBS.
Okay.
People who have IBS, do you have any thoughts on that?
So I did a video on, some people were saying that they were having some gas and bloating and stuff. So IBS, to me, that's kind of like what they call a garbage can diagnosis. It's not necessarily like, what is causing it. Probiotics are fantastic for it, as long as it's not SIBO, which is small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. That is not probably, adding probiotics is not probably your best option. But for IBS, it's some kind of gut disturbance, right? So you're adding a probiotic, you're adding a prebiotic, you're adding aloe, which I would always give people, like an aloe, because it's soothing for the digestive system and will help with the healing. Fennel is super calming for your digestive system as well. So it's probably going to be something I would not say it's not for you. But everyone's different again. So
we're getting a lot of people too. Here's Sarah Steen. She said, I've had IBS my entire life and it's changed my life with NeoraFit. And that's why I decided to share it, AKA sell it. So
yeah, right. Yeah. I just keep saying with all of this stuff. So I think I saw one come through, blood pressure, and I'm going to do a talk about blood pressure. There's nothing in here. I can honestly tell you, there is nothing that's going to increase your blood pressure. There's nothing in here that's going to increase your glucose. There's nothing in here that's going to irritate, like I said, if you have SIBO, which is very specific, and I would think you would know, you might not know you have it. You might be called irritable bowel. But anyways, there's nothing in here that's going to cause negative side effects. But we're all so different. So if so-and-so said, oh, my IBS got worse, I still wouldn't hesitate to try it, because it's you're different. And it's not, oh, I had this side effect. Like I kind of keep telling people, like, just because you had something doesn't mean we can figure that out. We can figure out what's going on in you, but it's not going to have that same effect on everybody.
Right.
PCOS, it won't affect it in any, it's great for blood sugar and bringing blood sugar regulation down, which PCOS is not really a hormone issue. It's more of,
we're getting them all.
I know.
Gastric bypass, diabetes, good, right? But of course
Yeah.
you can take the ingredients to your
Yes.
doctor.
Yes. And I did have my friend take it to her oncologist, you
Yeah.
know. I would encourage everybody. Oh, there's a question about Canadians. Reach out to me. I know all about Canadians. My husband's Canadian. Yeah, so that's my big thing, really. Like, people are saying, well, this happened and this happened and this happened. I always say, like, we are fascinatingly irritating human beings. I can take 50 women and you will all be different. Like, your results will be different, the way you react will be different. So you know, there's nothing in here that would make me nervous about anything. It isn't. Are you gonna do, you know, is this gonna do some kind of, you know, am I not gonna be able to sleep if I take cleansing? Some people don't. Some people need to learn how to take it earlier, or, you know, take it in 2 doses. You might have to play with it, right? But we're all different. But I don't think that there's nothing in here that I would say it's not good for this, or this.
Right. Perfect. Okay, everybody. Well, listen, we will post the recordings, this recording. Thank you so much, Suzanne. This has been awesome. I've learned so much about the products. I mean, I love the products just from what they were able to do for me, but I love them even more now, right? Because now I can appreciate them a little bit more, especially the price of them. Because if you are a returning customer, you get them for even cheaper. You get them for 10% off. So if you are loving it, reach out to the person who invited you, or if you want to try this, reach out to the person who invited you to this, and they can steer you and find you the best deal out there to suit what you need. And side note, Neora has phenomenal skincare, hair care products. That's how we launched the company. We've broken so many records on those particular products. But this is just the latest and the greatest. So you do want to try our other products too, because they work just as well as these products. So Suzanne, I cannot thank you enough for
You're
taking
welcome.
tonight to explain it to all of us in such a way that we can understand it too, which is really important. So,
yeah, and I'm sorry I talked fast. Like I said, I was like telling my husband, I'm like writing notes. I'm like, Mary told me I have 20 minutes. I can't talk in 20 minutes.
I say 20 and I know we'll go 40. If I said 30, we go an hour. So I was,
you want to talk hormones and natural health? Talk your ear off.
Yeah, you're like, oh my gosh. Okay, love. All right. Well, thank you so much. Everybody have a great night. We'll get you the recording. Bye-bye.